Are you wondering where the best place to put your cash is right now? We live in a crazy environment and it looks like bank accounts aren't going up for a long time. So I want to share with you an article. My name's Steve with Produce Freedom, and I help people create financial peace so that they can live their purpose and passion. And in this article here on the screen from CNBC, it says that the Fed holds interest rates steady near zero. It says economy is still well below pre-pandemic levels. And so if you scroll through this article, and I'll put the article in the show notes here, that it says that the Fed voted to continue to keep the Fed rate, interest rate, ranging between 0 and 0.25%. So that's the lending rate that banks go and borrow from the Fed, right? But what does that mean to you and to my bank account? So if you have a savings account, you're a saver, then you keep this money in a bank account and it's getting less than 0.25%. And that's kind of insulting because we know that inflation is going more than that. So we're actually losing money while we're keeping money in a quote unquote safe environment with the bank. And in addition to that, banks also leverage your money. So they use what's called fractionalized banking, and they lend at least 10 times what their asset base is. So if you have $100,000 in the bank, they're going out and making a loan for $1 million. They believe that it will be collectible, but it's possible that it's not collectible, and then that puts your bank money at risk if you're above the FDIC limits. So what do we do instead? How do we get a good rate of return and also protect our money? I also found this article. This came out at the end of September, and I found this a couple weeks ago, and it says what to do with cash in a low interest rate environment. And they recommend putting money into dividend-paying whole life insurance as an option to consider. And people say, why would I take my money and put it into life insurance? Because that would just pay me when I'm dead. And this is a common misconception out there about life insurance and how it grows. And I'll put this article below this video as well. But it goes on and it talks about how it's a safe alternative. It's not leveraged like banks leverage money. It's not like fractionalized banking. They keep the money in reserves. And it also, they pay you a guaranteed rate plus dividends. And so a lot of this is just kind of changing some of the psychology and what worked in the past may not work in the future. And I believe that's very true. We are in a very rapid changing environment that we have to start looking at things differently and looking at how to continue to grow our wealth regardless of what's happening in the economy, what's going on with the elections, what's going on with any of that stuff. And so we want to create a system that allows you to set yourself and your family free, because the whole goal here is we want to be able to get money out of the way so that we can go do those important things like spending time with our kids, our grandkids, our loved ones, our friends, or making an impact with, maybe it's a charity or something you like to volunteer with. Those are the things that are important. And so it talks about, I'm going to send this link out here and you guys can read through this, but this is part of our continuous cash flow process. We use this strategy all the time. We have been for years. This is not new, although the article just came out. But how you set this up is critically important. These things aren't like a bank account where you can walk into a bank and have it set up, in just an hour or so. These take some time. You have to make some plans. It takes 4 to 6 weeks. And so if you want to get this set up in 2020 to set you up for 2021, we need to get on the phone ASAP so we can get this going for you. So go ahead and you can book on my calendar and we can start this conversation. We can talk about the good, the bads, and difference. And then we can see if this is a fit for you, because it may not be a fit for you, but it's a powerful strategy to take your savings and really multiply it so it grows year after year after year. So that's all for you today. I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.